This is ridiculously preposterous. Oh my God. Remember the last video I made about the power of compounding? That video was a blast. Yes, I talked about why you shouldn't keep your money in the traditional Nigerian banks. And now I was able to establish the fact that fintech company promise to give you up to 15 to 20% annual interest rate, right? Yes. Now I'm still trying to tell you that keeping your money in a fintech bank is much better than keeping it in a traditional local Nigerian banks. Okay? But then, if your goal is actually to make money on the long run, I am telling you, you don't need to keep your money in fintech bank because those guys too are liars. Yes, I checked out Palmpay, I checked out OPay, and the rest of the fintech apps. What they promise is not what they deliver. Palmpay promised you a 20% annual interest rate, but when I tracked it over days, I discovered that what they actually pay is 12% annual interest rate, which is far way below the expected inflation rate, meaning that your money also loses value. But of course, it's better than keeping your money in the traditional Nigerian bank. But then they are liars. If you're a good lawyer, you can sue them for misrepresentation by false advertisement. But anyways, I don't have time for that. But there was a good thing that that video did to me. A friend of mine, my mentor actually, who is presently in the United States of America, he reached out to me and said, Louis, I watched your video and I enjoyed it. But to make more money, why not try stocks? I said, stocks, I've known about that from my primary school days. He said, but I don't know how to invest, how to start, what to do. He said, read about them and then go online. There are videos you can watch. And then he gave me 1 or 2 directions. And then, guys, I now decided to study and venture into stocks. And what I found about stocks is just mind-blowing. Buying stock is actually the real thing you should do in 2026 and not keeping your money in a traditional Nigerian bank. That is worse. Or keeping it in a fintech app. They do not fulfill their promise and they will not make you to eventually get rich. I checked out different stocks and I discovered that if only I had invested 3 million naira in different stocks just within the space of 1 year, by now that money would have multiplied by 3 times. Yes, you might be surprised about that, but I am just doing this video to first of all tell you that keeping your money in a fintech app by the principle of compounding will not give you the expected desire from the previous video as I had taught. Because these fintech banks, they are liars. They don't keep to their promise. They promise you 16% interest rate, 20% annual interest rate, without telling you that they have to pay part of those interest rates back to the Nigerian government, and then other deductions they just don't live up to the hype. So follow me, like this video. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to invest in stock and how you can make money in stock. I will also tell you one of my deepest regrets, how I wish I knew about this earlier. Thank you and see you in the next one.